Hello friends, good afternoon. So first, let me apologize for the rescheduling of the webinar because there was a big technical glitch that we tried to sort out for almost half an hour, but there was some problem. So no problem, all is well that ends well, and we are here now for the webinar for describe image of PT. So let me introduce myself and few things you need to understand. My name is Dr. Maulik Vyas, and I'm a PT coach. I'm associated with PTE Tutorials, and I'm a certified PT trainer. I'm a certified IELTS trainer. I'm a certified self-paced trainer as well. And it's been many years I've been learning and teaching English, specifically PT and IELTS. It's been almost 4-5 years. Basically, I was a doctor, but then I switched on to English learning and teaching because that was my passion. And it's been almost 12 to 13 years I'm into content writing, and that's my core expertise even today. So few things you need to understand, that I've kept all of you muted just to avoid the background noise, unwanted background noise. You may not know, but then still you may have some background noise. So all of you are muted. Should you have any question, should you have any query, you can raise hand or directly type in chat. Okay. And those people who are not acquainted with Zoom, let me tell you that Alt+H will get you the chat box open. And I request all of you not to meddle in between, not to speak or not to raise a question in between. Why? Because it's a 1 hour session. I know what all questions you people have. So I'll try to solve every single thing that comes into my mind. And last 10 to 15 minutes, I'll keep as a question and answer. So there you can definitely ask whatever you want. I'll tell you, I'll inform you that, okay, now we shall take question and answers. Why? Because what happens is I'm in a flow. You have a question, you put the question, I answer, then again I get hampered, I lose my flow, then again some people ask. So that way it won't happen. So hope it is clear. I'll be speaking, you will be listening for almost 40-45 minutes. Last 15 minutes, I will tell that, okay, now you can ask the questions. Hope it is clear. So now we shall begin with PT academic and speaking section. Let me tell you, friends, those people who are aiming 79 plus. First, let me talk about those people who are aiming 65. Those people who are aiming 50. Okay, so 50 or 58, it's okay. You can have some liberty in speaking section. If you are aiming 65 plus, then you should be very cautious about speaking. And if you want 79 plus, then your speaking should be 90. If your speaking is 90, then obviously rest couple of modules also get good score. Typically writing and listening. In fact, reading as well. Okay. So no, there is no writing. It's listening plus speaking, both. And you can also have reading score better because all are associated. Of course, as far as the describing is concerned, there's no module affected. But for example, you take read aloud. So that is what? Reading plus speaking. Read a lecture, it's listening plus speaking. So as far as describing is concerned, it's pure speaking, which means it has the highest weightage. Now, for many, read aloud is not an issue. And it should not be. Why? Because it's ready-made, right there in front of you. But when it comes to describe image, it would be a bit difficult. Why? Because you need to shake your brain up. You need to produce all the content that you see in your own words. So that is a bit issue for some people. And for other unfortunate people, it's no less than a nightmare. So I'll try my level best to make this easier. Let me tell you, friends, my PT speaking score has been 90 always. Okay, with fluency 90 and pronunciation, I think 84 or 86. So I know few names, I know few tips, tricks, techniques, whatever you can call methods that can help you get good score. Okay. So when it comes to speaking, that to describe image, few things you need to understand, and you need to save it in your brain permanently. Control S, permanently. If you do that, I'm pretty sure that you will have a good score in speaking. So let us start with few points you need to understand. If you have note and pen, you can simply note it down. Now this is very important, friends. Pronunciation 5, fluency 5, and content 5, total 50. Okay. Now the most important thing in speaking, okay, and I'm lucky enough to have almost a dozen people who have scored 90 in speaking, my students. I'm lucky enough to have them. So they all followed few things that I told seriously and with all dedication. I hope that you also follow the same. Total 15 score, pronunciation 5, fluency 5, content 5. Now, the most important thing in speaking is there are two devils. Those are pauses and hesitation. Now, at any cost, that's it. My describe image lesson overs here. You know, it overs here. That's it. At any cost, if you keep them away, your describe image points will be the highest. That's it. Finish. Done. Got it? This is the most important thing you need to understand. You know the beauty of this? This is another beauty of describe image. You need to focus on pronunciation and fluency. I tell this to my students straightforwardly. Forget content. Why? People would get eyes wide open. Why? Content. Then I'm telling that content you ignore. I'm not saying that you should not speak any content. Content can be ignored. Why? Because content will come in your speech anyhow. Anyhow it will come. Okay. For example, there is a map. The map shows US, China, and India's population. Okay. Now, I bet those all people who are attending right now, I bet, is it possible for you to speak the story of Deadpool, the story of Bahubali movie? When you look at that graph, is it possible? Not possible. Why? Because you cannot think of anything because you have a normal human brain. You start thinking about things that is in front of you. So looking at the graph of US, UK, India, China population, it's impossible. It's highly impossible. Even if you want, you cannot include any other content. What does it mean? It means simple thing. Content will automatically come. That's it. So forget about content. Now, see, there are, think that there are 3 software tools that evaluate your speech. Software A will check your pronunciation, B will check fluency, and C will check content. Okay, these 3 guys. Now, these people go hand in hand. These people go hand in hand. And this guy is alone, but friendly. It will come with you anyhow. Anyway, you need to understand these two. They are very stubborn, they are very nonsense. They will eat up your score in just few seconds if you don't pay attention. And these people are connected with what? Two devils. These people are connected with these two devils. So if you keep these two intact, the devils are automatically taken care of. And what did I say? Content will automatically come, which means you will get a full score in this kind of image. Simple as that. Okay. Now, generally, what happens is graphs come. Graphs. Generally, wait a minute. Graphs come. Now, obviously, when you have a graph, you definitely have an x-axis. Now, when you have an x-axis, you definitely have a y-axis. When you have y-axis, you definitely have something that is highest. When you have something highest, you must have something lowest. When you have something lowest and highest, obviously you have something in between. And you have labels and you have a title. That's it. Our job is done. Our job is done. Okay. So when you have all these things, I have developed a format. I have a format for graphs. I'll tell you what is to be done. I'll give you a demo as well. But few things you need to understand. To score and describe image, speak what you see. Order doesn't matter. Order does not matter. PTE does not identify the order. Whether you should speak first this or this, PTE doesn't give a damn. What it checks, those three software, A, B, and C, if you remember. Now the beauty of this is, there are many students wise or rather clever. They say that, sir, if you think that content will automatically come, can I just speak like the image is very beautiful and is a research-based image? It can be used for further research as well. The images have x-axis, y-axis, and few values, and there is a title and few data. I also see some information box where some countries are written, and I finish up to 32 to 35 seconds. Is that okay? I said no, not okay. Why? Because C content is very, very friendly. What was C software? The content software. That is very friendly, but at least you should give him some respect, which means you should speak from the image only. If you have no data of that image in your speech, the content will mark 0. For example, looking at any image, I may start, my name is Maulik Vyas. I have a hobby of teaching and learning English, and I'm here just to take PT. In PT, there are describe image, and there is listening module, and there is writing module, and I can do many things. I also conduct webinars where I teach people how to get good score. No, this is not done. This is not done. Why? Because software is friendly. It's not foolish. The software will immediately, the C software, that was what we see there, the C will immediately send a signal that pronunciation and fluency, please stop evaluating this speech because this guy is now speaking something else. If the content is 0, rest all is 0. Gone, done, gone with the wind. So that's the reason you should be in. That's, you know, friends, I tell my students, Content is not important, but context is. So whatever you speak, it should be in the context of what is given there. Okay. Number 2. Now you should not speak anything that gets you hesitation and pauses. Now, how do you know that? You know that because you identify these components in the practice time. What is the practice time? Practice time is the initial seconds that they give. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 at times, rarely 40, depending on the complexity of the image. So the recording, your voice recording, will not start immediately. It will give you 15, 20, 20, 25 or 30 or maybe 35 seconds. That is practice time. Why do they give this practice time? They give you the practice time so that you identify the components. And once you identify the components, you should speak on them. And now, in the practice time only, you will identify even what not to speak. So in those 30-35 seconds, identify what to speak. Even important, identify what not to speak. Okay. So you need to identify what not to speak. What you should not speak. You should not speak the thing that requires detail. I'll give you a demo. You might have many questions, but I'll just give you a demo and everything will be clear. You should not do any mistake in identifying the components to speak and not to speak. Okay, these two things are important. Without further ado, let us go for, and you will understand this. This is the image. This is the practice time beginning in 23, 22, 21. So this is the practice time. Practice time is what? They are giving you enough time. PT is very friendly, my friends. PT wants you to score 90. It's very friendly as compared to the rest of the English tests, IELTS and CELPIP and all. PT is, trust me, it's very friendly because I'm a certified trainer for all three, IELTS, PT and CELPIP. So I know them all. PT is damn friendly, very friendly. So once the recording starts, the practice time, you need to identify the components. Now, software A, what will it check? Your pronunciation. Software B, fluency. Software C, content. Now, what that C has in its bag, what that content C, the software content that checks the content, it will have few keywords. How does PT check that your content is nice or okay? It matches all the keywords that it has in its bag with your speech. In this case, the C software, okay, the C software or the software that checks the content in PT will have all the keywords right from Spanish, countries, speaking, population, 0, 20, 21, 22, 23, 28, 40, 46, 60, 80, 85, 100, population, millions, Mexico, Colombia, Spain, Argentina, everything. And it will have other keywords as well: highest, lowest, in between, constant, steady, lowest, biggest, smallest. And also it will have concluding remarks. In conclusion, it identifies all these things. Friends, it identifies all these things. For those people who have joined this webinar late, let me tell you that we have imagined that there are three types of software that will evaluate your score. Software A will check your pronunciation. Software B will check your fluency. Software C will check your content. Now this guy has keywords plus some vocab, like for example, highest, lowest, plus concluding remarks, in conclusion, finally, overall, and whatnot. So to make this guy happy, what you need to do is to make C happy, you need to tell all the labels and a few data from the graph or picture. C is taken care of. He is very happy. The problem is with these two labels. So I'll be checking these two. I'll take care of these and not this. I'll not take care of this. Why? Because it will automatically come. Now see, as I told you, anything that gives you pause or anything that makes you hesitate, don't speak. Now I'll give you a demo of this image. Looking at this image, how do I speak? How do I evaluate? And you need to understand that what I speak must get you 90 in speaking, fluency 90, pronunciation 84 or 86, because that was my score. Okay. Okay, let me have a sip of water. Okay. So what happens is over here there is a graph. As I told you, if there is a graph, it will have x-axis. If there is a graph, it will have y-axis. Then it will have labels. It will have population. Spanish speaking countries. Okay, fine. Everything is fine. Friends, one good relief, a great relief is when I got certified for PT, that was a very lengthy workshop. So people from Pearson had come directly recruited PTE trainers, and they were master trainers because they train trainers like us. I asked them, sir, what if my student simply reads the title? Here we have Spanish speaking countries by population. What if my student simply reads as it is? Because I had a question. I actually doubted that. Why? Because I'm an IELTS trainer as well. In IELTS, if somebody speaks like that, I'll cut 1 to 1.5 band. Copying is not allowed. Repeating question is not allowed. Paraphrasing is okay. So I got a great relief for my students, not for me, that you can read aloud that entire capital or title. That's a great relief. So don't worry about it. Okay. So now, how would I start? I would start with simple thing, as I told you. First, I'll talk about what is it. What is it? Then I'll start talking about the title. Then I'll switch on to x-axis and I'll speak the units. Then I'll switch on to y-axis. Then I'll speak the units. Then I'll switch on to information box or legend. Here it is not there, so no problem. I'll tell you what it is in next image. Then I'll speak random. I'll preserve highest and lowest for my conclusion. That is not mandatory, but like I'm very conscious, right? So I'll do it. So there I'll save highest and lowest for my conclusion. In between, I'll keep on saying something. Okay. Now I hope that everybody is paying attention. Now I'm giving you the demo. Okay. Sorry. Right. So I'll speak. It's a horizontal bar, right? The single color horizontal bar talks about Spanish speaking countries by population. On x-axis, we have population in millions that starts with 0, 20, 40, it's up to 100. On y-axis, we have various countries like Venezuela, Peru, Chile, Argentina, Spain, United States, etc. I can see from the graph that Peru is having 20 million population that speaks Spanish, whereas Venezuela and United States are having a little over 20 million population. On the other end, Spain, Argentina, and Colombia have Spanish-speaking population that is in between 20 and 40 million. Overall, I can see that Mexico is having the largest number of Spanish-speaking population, that is above 80, and Chile falls far below 20. Friends, this is 90. total 90, fluency 90, pronunciation 86. Now, few things. You remember I told you, the thing that gets you problem, the thing that gets you hesitation, the thing that gets you pauses, don't speak. I am not bothered whether Venezuela is 20.5. See, what happens is there are many people, including those who are now participant. Many of you get into the details and see. Now I'll try to copy them. And what happens? See, the given bar graph is Spanish-speaking countries by population, and it has population from 0 to 100, and various countries like Peru, Venezuela, United States. I can see that Spain is having 23 million population that speaks Spanish, whereas Peru is 20 million. On the other hand, United States is having 20.5 million population, and Colombia is approximately 32. Gone. That's it. Finish. Why? Those two devils came. And when those two devils come, they'll eat you and eat your score both. You will never come to know. So I am not bothered. I don't have time. Peru is 20 million. Venezuela and United States a little over 20. Can you prove me wrong? Can you prove me wrong? You cannot. Spain, Argentina, and Colombia between 20 and 40 million. You cannot prove me wrong. Okay. So I'll address few questions, related questions. Ranjit is asking, if I use template, then can I get 79 plus score? Yes, definitely. That's what. See, what did I say, Ranjit? I said this is a template. What I said is a template. X-axis, Y-axis, X-axis units, Y-axis units, then something in between, moreover, in addition, finally conclusion. So this is actually not template. It's a format. It's a method. It's a way to test. Okay, right? Shailesh is asking, how will I get a template? Template means what? That's what I'm teaching you. That's what I'm teaching you. And wait a minute. I'll just get on to the next image. Okay. Let me complete this. As I told you, I will refrain myself to answer these questions, because once I get into it, there will be 100 questions coming up. So just keep quiet. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll address all your concerns. So this is what it is. And you remember, speak what you see. I told you. If you forgot, let me remind you this. Speak what you see. So what happens is, sometimes they give you some vague thing. Somebody told me that describe map. I'll get into that. But it can be anything. But here my technique comes into place. Speak what you see. Order does not matter. So the given image illustrates a tall building, which is also a skyscraper. I also fairly see that the building has been divided into two. I see that the building is made up of glass, and I assume that it is 40 to 50 story building. If I look closer to the image, I can see that there is a reflection of some other tall building, which is not directly visible in this picture. But what is visible in this picture is red top, old building, probably looking like a church. Overall, I can see that the picture has been taken in quite sunny day, and the building may belong to some corporate office. Now I spoke this. You may speak something else. That is okay, no problem. Okay, right? So these are the things you need to understand. Speak what you see. Okay. Nishra is asking, please give the template. Nishra, I already told. Okay. Just have patience, right? So somebody is asking. Now I'm getting into question and answers. Okay, let me avoid it. I'm requesting you all. If you start asking questions, I may not be able to finish this webinar. So I will allow everybody to ask a question, and do not worry, friends. Even if I give you 10-15 minutes for questions, even if you ask, and if the webinar is over, I am always there for you. I'll give you an email ID. ask me anything, anytime in regard to English, PT, even after webinar is over, I'm always there. So, okay, no problem. So if you don't get a chance, don't worry, you will definitely get reply. Okay, you just shoot a mail, I'll give you that, because teaching is my passion. So don't worry about it. Even if you ask me 1,000 questions, I'll come up with 2,000 answers. Okay, so that's what it is. So this is what, now some people told that map, sometimes map come like same plain map. So I don't care. I don't care. I'll start speaking the shapes over here. Maybe the given map is some college or university campus where there are 4 major buildings. Then you can start speaking about the shapes. As I can see from the image, the sports field is of oval shape, whereas science lab is of rectangular shape, and so is Thomas Mann Library. But as compared to Thomas Mann Library, the science lab is a little bit broader. On the top, I see that undergraduate lecture theater is located. The undergraduate lecture theater is the largest building according to the map. You can also conclude, overall I can conclude that sports field is located between Thomas Mann Library and undergraduate lecture theaters. Overall I can see, conclusion is anything. I conclude this way, some X concludes that way, some Y concludes that way. Some people would conclude, one of my students, he concluded this way. Overall, I can conclude that pupils who are into science lab need to travel a lot if they want to reach sports field. So that was intelligent enough. And he argued. So, I mean, see the distance, right? So they need to travel a lot. Yeah, that's right. They're right. Okay. So now you got my point. Speak what you see. Do not speak something that gives you trouble in pronunciation and fluency. No accuracy. No accuracy. Check. No accuracy. Spain 30, 20, 24, 26 or 30. I don't know. I don't know. Mexico 81, 82. I don't know. Above 80. Colombia, Spain, Argentina 21, 30. I don't know. Between 20 and 40. Venezuela, United States 21 or 20.0. I don't know. Little over 20. Chile 17. I don't know. Less than 20. That's what it is. See so here I proved myself correct. Content was not important. Context was. I was in this context only. Higher, lower, more than, close to, little over. These all was context, not content. Had it been content, it should be precise, accurate. 20.5. No, I'll not pay attention to that. Okay. Now, many people are asking me for the template. Okay. Let us first check the graphs. So first, don't erase this. We are making notes. Okay, fine. And this is, trust me, friends, whoever has followed this, they have never got 89. Okay. Then switch on to, okay, now let me get back to the flow. That's what happens, when I address. Go right to the x-axis, speak, to x-axis. Speak elements. Okay, fine. Then uh, okay, Gagandeep is telling a very wise advice. He's giving a very wonderful thing. Guys, you can take a screenshot. Don't waste time. Wonderful. Yeah, true. Pick one datum from the information box and speak it from the graph randomly. Switch on to the next datum. Datum is the singular of data. I hope you get it. Datum. Switch on the next datum from the information box and speak from the graph randomly again. And then now finally, speak of the graph randomly. One information is done, then the second information is done. Okay. Switch on to the next data, and then finally add conclusion, add concluding remarks. Finally, to speak anything that you see. Yeah. That's it, friends. This is the formula for 90. Okay. Okay. I'm just keeping this. I'm just keeping this, but let me show you something. Where is that? Yeah, got it. Wait. Yeah. So this is what I wanted to tell you. See, complex image, but this is what I wrote in that notepad. Okay. First of all, tell what it is. Okay. You know what, friends, just listen to me. You know what? When you hesitate, when you take pause, do you know? I know that. When you hesitate, when you take pause, I know the reason. You hesitate and take pause only when you are inside the graph. I will not go inside the graph. Simple. I know there is a problem. The moment I step into the graph, I'll fumble. I'll have hesitations. I'll have pauses. Why? Then why should I go? Why should I dig my own grave? I'll not go. I will not go into this till 30 seconds. As I told you, 40 seconds is what they give. 30 to 35 seconds for practice time, 40 seconds to speak. I'm giving you discount. Speak for 32 to 35 seconds and then next image. Now I'll step into the detail or into the graph only at the 30th second. And then what is remaining? 5 seconds. I'll speak something random and I'll go off. That's it. See here, what happens is. So what you need to tell, what is it first? So here I would call this as the dual chart shows a line chart and a bar graph. Okay, or a line graph and a bar graph. Then read the title. For about climate graph, the Great Lakes area, and I will not speak the USA because USA I need to pass time in a quality way. So USA is 1 second, the United States of America 3 seconds. So I'll go for those 3 seconds. Okay. Then I will go. You're not able to see the graph. Is it the case? Somebody is telling he is not able to see the graph. Nishikant. Rest of the people, do you see the graph? Do you see this graph? Climate graph, Great Lakes area. Okay, we can see. If one can see, everybody can see. Okay, fine. Okay, so first I'll start with what? The given line graph or line chart and bar graph shows climate graph, that is Great Lakes area, and the research was been conducted in the United States of America. Got it? Many people, climate graph, Great Lakes area, the USA. 1 second. And what did I do? It shows the climate graph for the area of Great Lakes, and the research was been conducted in the United States of America. 4 seconds. On x-axis, we have number of months that starts with January, February, March. In the middle, it reaches to July, and at the end, it is November and December. Another 4 seconds. Quality time pass. On y-axis, we have two sides. The rainfall is on the left-hand side, which is being measured in millimeter. It starts at 0. Somewhere in the middle, it reaches to 60, and on the top, it is 100. On the right-hand side, we have temperature, which has been given in degrees Celsius. It starts with -20 at the bottom. Middle, it reaches to 0 degree, and on the top, it is +20 degrees Celsius. Friends, 15, 18, 20 seconds went. You see this? This is the beauty of it. Now, what did I say? Go for the legend. This is called legend or information box. Okay, and use fillers if you get stuck. Use fillers. What are the fillers? Fillers are the normal sentences that you and I speak daily. So I got caught now. See, I got caught. Okay, the dual line and bar graph shows climate graph, that is for the area of Great Lakes, and the research was been conducted in the United States of America. On the x-axis, we have various months for the year, that is January, February in the beginning. In the middle, it is June and July. At the end, it is labeled as November and December. On y-axis, we have two sides. On the left-hand side, we have rainfall, which has been measured in millimeter. It starts with 0, and then somewhere in the middle, it reaches to 40 and 60, and on the top, it is up to 100 millimeter. On the right-hand side, we have temperature, which has been labeled in degrees Celsius. It starts with -20, 0, and on the top, it is 20. Now I got confused. Fillers. Fillers are what? When you hesitate, when you don't know what to speak next. You hesitate when you don't know what to speak next. So what if I give you 2 to 3 seconds to think? Then you will be fluent. Okay, those 2 to 3 seconds you fill. So here I got caught. Now fillers. If I look closely to the image, I can see that these 3 seconds will save me. It will save me. And then I can say the rainfall and temperature. The rainfall has been described in bar, whereas temperature has been shown in green dotted line. Friends, till now 30 seconds are over. Then I will go, what did I say? Pick one datum from this. If I talk about rainfall, go from information box to graph, never graph to information box, because moving an eyeball gives the pauses. So if I talk about the rainfall, which has been described by vertical bar, I can see June, July, and August are the highest, whereas January, February, and November, December are the lowest. Switching on to the next data, the temperature, which has been represented by green dotted line, it follows a similar pattern. That is, in June, July, it is the highest, whereas in January and December, it is the lowest. Overall, I can see that the rainfall and temperature has been fairly described for the given graph. Done. This is 90. So pronunciation, fine, 5. Fluency, 5. Content, 5. Why 5? I did not say 80 millimeter. July 86 millimeter or 90. I don't know. Temperature December minus, I don't know. But you cannot challenge my content. Why? What did I say? You remember? The C guy. How did it identify that you are on the track? It identified with all the labels, and all the labels are already spoken, and order doesn't matter. So I spoke rainfall, temperature, dotted line, graph, January, February, November, December, -20, -15, 0, 5, 10, 20, rainfall, millimeter, temperature, degree Celsius, everything I spoke. And I also said highest, peak, lowest. In conclusion, that's it. This is 15 out of 15. I hope it is clear. Okay. So this way you can do anything, anything, even the toughest graph, the toughest image you can, because what you see, you would speak. Some people are telling, can you describe life cycle or flow chart? That is the easiest. The more labels you have, the easier you go. The more labels you have, the easier you go. Right? For example, let us see now. For example, this design process for a new house. Now, this is damn easy. This is very easy. Why? Because there are many labels. If you don't have any clue, start speaking labels. Right? So in those 25-30 seconds, identify at least 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is light fill. That's it. Now, without taking 25 seconds, I see that there is a design process for a new house. It has been divided into 5 major steps. If I talk about the very first step, it is client, and it is labeled as understanding your needs. It has 2 components. That is brief questionnaire, where people might be asking some questions, and the other one is free initial consultation. Before going into the pre-construction stage, it passes through design that labels translating how you live into design. And it has 3 components: design brief, concept design, and design development. Then the next process is pre-construction, and then these three, and finally you get light filled, comfortable living. You got the point? More the levels, better the image, because you simply start speaking everything that you have. Some people get into too much analysis. Now that analysis is not at all required. So those people who are fond of analyzing things, my students, I show them this and they keep quiet. They keep quiet by looking at this. They get afraid. Not at all. Not at all. What did I say? What is it? X-axis, if with the gap. What did I say? Gap. So I have a gap. I'll speak the gap as well. I'll speak the gap here as well, if possible. So the dual line chart shows global temperature. On x-axis, we have number of years that start with 1860, 1880, 1900. And as I read, with the gap of 20, it is up to 1980 and 2000. On the y-axis, we have temperature anomalies, which has been given in degrees Celsius. It starts with minus 0.6 degrees Celsius. In the middle, it reaches to 0. And then at the gap of 0.2, it reaches up to plus 0.6 degrees Celsius. If I look closely to the image, I can see that there are, in the legend, there are 2 data information given. The blue dotted line represents the annual average. On the other hand, the red plain line shows 5-year average. Almost 22 seconds done. Now I'll be calm. I'll be keeping calm. What did I say? Pick one from this legend. If I talk about the annual average, which has been shown in blue dotted line, I see there are only 4 peaks. The first peak is in the year of 1880. The second and third is in between 1940 and 1960. And the final one is in between 1980 and 2000. Switching on to the next data, which is red plain line, the 5-year average, it follows almost the similar pattern. I see a great rise in 1940 and also in 2000. Overall, I can conclude that the annual average and 5-year average, as far as the global temperatures are concerned, follow the zigzag pattern. 90 score this is. I don't get into 0.2 and 1 and 5 and why? Why should I go into that? Why should I go into that? Simple, easy, and smooth as butter. Okay. This is how you do that. Somebody was asking me describe map. So map, no problem. You can, what you can do is you can have the 4 line, north, east, west, south, and you can have furthermore northeast, southeast, northwest, and southwest. Hold that note against the computer or beside the computer, keep it, and then start speaking. On the northern side, the darkest area shows the great population, and the dense area is light, painted with light population or painted with light color, anything. Friends, devils should be kept away. No pauses, no hesitations. Whatever you speak, speak in context, not in content. I hope it is clear. I hope it's clear. Now, questions are asking, please give me template. I have joined it late. Okay, Nishrat, template has been done. Del is asking, some words are very difficult to pronounce. Then what should I do on that moment? Some words are difficult to pronounce. If the label has those difficult words, don't pronounce it. You said some words, right? So speak others. Why are you digging your own grave? If you don't know something, what to pronounce, that's what I told you. Anything that gives you trouble, don't speak. Thank you for your patience. Already took screenshot. Okay, sir, what about the random image? Please look after it. Yeah, random image, that's what the building, the press process. These are old questions I'm reading. So can you help us in flag? Describe some random image like railway station. See, Nishra and many other people. See, I'll tell you. So I'm sitting in this room. Railway station, or that's what some people are asking me. Friends, number one thing is you will never be able to score 90 in speaking if you don't have a habit of speaking in English. That's one thing. Okay. If your mother tongue is Gujarati, Hindi, or Tamil, or Marathi, or Punjabi, and you speak English seldom, rarely, then trust me, nothing will happen. Guaranteed, nothing will happen. Start speaking in English as much as possible. Why? Because fluency in pronunciation will come that only. See, the problem with you is not describe image. Content will come automatically. We already discussed. We'll never discuss about content. The problem you people have is fluency in pronunciation. And fluency in pronunciation, I'm telling you, forget content. Forget content. What problem you have now? The problem you have is fluency in pronunciation. So even if right now you speak to me, and if you hesitate, there is a problem. It has no problem with describing image. So come out of that confusion that you have problem in describing image. You have problem in fluency and pronunciation. The way I'm speaking to you is pretty fluent. Now it doesn't matter what am I describing. Even if I'm sitting here in my house, and I'm seeing here and there, I can definitely describe everything. I can see a bottle, I can see a few pictures. There is also a wardrobe, beautiful wardrobe with some sky theme. Also see a wall. On wall there are some stickers of butterfly. I see some idol, and there is an outdoor unit and indoor unit, both of AC. And the fan is wonderfully working, and I see there are clouds theme as in POP. See, I'm seeing this all the way. I mean, I just spoke what I'm seeing here. Wherever my eye went, I spoke. And this comes only when you have a habit of speaking in English. Okay. Right? So, okay, now I'll start answering questions. Now the questions I know. Chat, please type it on chat so I may see all. Okay, I may not describe more images because there are more than 30 demands, describe this. So 30 images, it will be very difficult for me. So I gave you an idea. See, I'm not giving you the template for every image. I'm giving you, I'm discovering the foundation. I'm giving you the foundation. I'm giving you the platform. You excel this platform and you can speak on any language. Sorry, any image. Okay. Very useful and informative sessions. Great. Thank you so much. Shan, thank you so much. Please provide the first notepad which you mentioned about fluency and pronunciation. I want to take screenshot. Oops, I'm sorry, Karthik. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I have deleted it. I mean, I overwrote on that. But it is, see, it's 5 fluency, 5 pronunciation, and 5 content. 5, 5, 5. Fluency, pronunciation, content. All 5. Content does not matter. Does not matter in the sense, ignore it. Why ignore it? It will come automatically, but it should come. Don't ignore up to an extent that you don't speak anything, or you speak completely irrelevant. If we don't get time to conclude, we'll be able to maintain fluency. That's fine, Nishikant. Nishikant is asking, what if I don't conclude? That's fine. But if you conclude, it will get you high score. That's what my guess is, my horse sense is. How we can practice, sir? Shailesh, world's best portal today. And I mean it. I mean business. I'm very serious. World's best tutorial today is pttutorials.com. No one can beat, at least today. It's that great. Trust me. pttutorials.com. Template, I'll send it in group. No worries. Nishra is telling. Okay, Nishra, thank you so much. Can I get your email? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that is important. Sorry. Wait. ingforindians@gmail.com. ingforindians@gmail.com. I wanted English for Indians, but Gmail did not have. Somebody was already keen to get it. So ingforindians@gmail.com. Nice session. It helped a lot. Boosted confidence. Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you so much. Excellent. Informative lecture. So useful. Thank you, Devang. Such words, friends, such words make me super happy. And such words, boost my confidence, boost my teaching levels and standards further. Thank you so much. I did not get your mail ID. Wait. Let me do something so everybody sees that. Why should I depend on the technology when I have sharing? ingforindians@gmail.com. englishforindians@gmail.com. Yeah, share your screen. That's what I did. True. I also want to join group. Abhishek, I'm not sure which group he was talking about. Email ID, please. Can't see your email ID. Thanks a lot. Great, boosted my confidence. Your session was outstanding. Oh, wow. Shailesh, love you. Thank you so much. Okay, so it's okay. See, 1 hour, even I'm going somewhere out now. But friends, don't worry. Should you have any query, you can mail me anytime. And why just webinar? Even further, why just PT? I'm fond of teaching English. It's been 10 years I've been teaching. So English, PT, IELTS, CELPEP, even if you successfully land in Australia, if you want to shoot an email, to your boss or to colleague or to friend or to your clients, and you need to find some mistakes, you can definitely send me. Okay. I do proofreading services, but don't send those things. Okay. Right. So how can we join all sessions from yours? You want me for all the sessions? I'm not sure, Shailesh, but I have I teach online Indian Standard Time 9 to 10 p.m. Yes, 9 to 10 p.m. I teach PT 9 to 10 p.m. from PT Tutorials only because I'm associated with them. Those are brilliant guys, very hardworking, very helpful, and they are the ones who can help you by all the means. So you can log on to pttutorials.com. Online coaching, 15-day coaching. I take 9 to 10 p.m. batch, evening 9 to 10. So can we crack 79 if we take coaching from PT Tutorials? Karthik, undoubtedly. 9 to 10 p.m. Sir, can you show me where to? You want tuition from me? Wait. Now wait. There are many people who are asking now. I think I should give the demo. Demo in the sense I'll show you something. It's getting done. Here it is, friends. Where it went. Oops, wait a minute. Just a minute, friends. The net is getting slow. I don't know why. Wait. See, this is the website. Sorry. This is the website. Yeah, it came. Wait. Let me share. It came now. Here it is. So online coaching, India or where? Yeah, India, online coaching. And then here you can, I think you can see my name, 9 to 10 p.m. But even if, see, my net has become very slow. I don't know why, because heavy traffic, maybe. PT Tutorials is always having great traffic. So just remember, friends, ptetutorials.com, online coaching, and that too in India. And in India, it might give you a slot. Go for my slot. My name is Maulik Vyas, M-A-U-L-I-K, Maulik Vyas. My name, in fact, Dr. Maulik Vyas, but I was a doctor, not anymore. I don't know what happened. Okay. So how can I reach them and ask for your batch? That's what I told you, Shailesh. ptetutorials.com and then online coaching, and then go for the slot, and then in that slot you can definitely see my name, Maulik Vyas. Okay. So that's how you can do that. I found your name in the demo, Maulik Vyas, 9 to 10 p.m. Yeah, true. Please accept my LinkedIn. Okay, Shana Sen. Thank you. Okay. Right. Okay. So yeah, I think the site is very slow. It always has great traffic. Yeah. Okay. So please, PT tutorials, and then you can book. Okay, 15-day course. Fine. So I hope, friends, this was fruitful enough. I tried my level best. It was an hour. So I told you the basics, I tried to build a foundation. I may not get you all the images, but the thing is, speak fluently, keep those two devils, pauses and hesitations, at bay. Do not let those devils eat you up. Whatever you speak in a very natural, calmer way. And you know what, friends? This may sound very silly, but it works a lot. Think that you are sitting in front of your best friend and not computer. Do you get afraid when you are talking to your best friend, even if that friend is asking you the weirdest topic? For example, you are my best friend and I'm asking you what Kim Jong-un and Donald Trump might have discussed when they met in Singapore. You have no idea. Will you get afraid? No. Even if I ask you to describe, you'll say, yeah, those two leaders are mad. I don't know why did they get chosen from the Democratic Party, but whatever they are doing, it's not fair. And they might have shook hand, and they might have taken some great dinner, and they might have some great coffee, and there was nothing, so there is no pause, there is no hesitation. You are all well, you are all fine. Okay. So that's you need to understand. So be clear and think that you are talking to your best buddy, not computer. Think that you are not taking the test. The more you relax, the more you have great posture, sitting as if you are a king. So you'll get high score. Boosted confidence really well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Never got bored. Yeah, thank you. Will you be available all the days or only from Monday to Friday? Only Monday to Friday, Karthik, because trust me, buddy, I'm busy. I'm busy with my batches. Morning 6:30 to night 10:30. Trust me. I really get exhausted at the end of the day. So I love you. Same here, Abhi. Same here. Thank you so much. And I wish that I see you people, either in batch or let us meet somewhere on the webinar, or I wish that I communicate with you people, because I love people. I love teaching rather. Thank you so much, and all the very best. All the very best for all of you. Thank you so much. Please keep posting when you take next webinar. Thank you, Shailesh. Okay, sure. Bye bye. Take care. Take care. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.